How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're having a battle versus Lionel from the Discord server in the NU tier. Got a very powerful looking electric terrain team with a lot of electric types. You know, we got the Probopass and the Shelgon though, just for some type diversity. So I like it. So there's no weather wars, which is nice. I think I'm going to just lead off with Volbeat, get the sun up straight away. Like I said, no weather wars or anything like that. And to be fair, we get that Rotom fan out of the way and the Probopass. In fact, not even the Probopass. Get the Shelgon out of the way. Weakened. Victory Bell goes right through this team. So I think that's the game plan. Get the sun up, get Victory Bell in. I think that's the game plan. And the battle begins. So Lionel's going to lead off with Pincurchin. Getting that electric terrain up straight away makes sense to me. We lead off with Volbeat, of course. Volbeat is here to ruin everyone's life by setting up Sunny Day and all that wonderful stuff. So we go straight for the Sunny Day. There's no real reason not to. If we get the sun up early, that's going to be great. If they go for a Rising Voltage, I think he gets Rising Voltage. I'm not sure if Pincurchin gets that. We will see in a second, I guess, as they go for a Toxic Spike. So that's all right. Toxic Spikes is fine. You know what we can do with Toxic Spikes? They're going to set up another layer, right? So we just have to go into... We just have to U-turn here. We U-turn into Victory Bell, absorb the Toxic Spikes, and then just go from there. And pretty much that's all we have to do. So we go for a U-turn. Oh, maybe I should have gone for the Encore first to ensure they go for Toxic Spikes. Because if we go for a Thunder Wave now, I don't think they'll go for a Thunder Wave. I really don't. So I think my best bet is the Victory Bell, just to absorb the first layer of Toxic Spikes. So we're going to scree real quick the Victory Bell. We didn't get to use it in the last game very much. Let's get it out here. They go for a Discharge on the switch, which doesn't paralyze us, thankfully. Go for a Power Whip. It hurts pretty much everything on the team. It'll do damage to the Rotom as well. They do withdraw the Pincurchin. Are they going to go into the Shelgon? I'm thinking the Shelgon might be coming in. Shelgon, the tried and true. Very nice. So Shelgon with the Eviolite is very bulky, obviously. It still does a lot of damage, actually, to be fair. I thought it would do a lot less than that, so that's good. So what we could do here is we could Strength Sap. We could definitely Strength Sap or Swords Dance. I'm leaning towards Strength Sap just because I don't know what this Shelgon wants to do. So we'll go for a Strength Sap real quick, take some of its attack power away, lowering its attack, and then we'll heal ourselves right back up to full. Just to see what this Shelgon's planning on doing. They go for a Double Edge, which does about the same amount of damage as we took, but they have got the Rock Head. Oh, that's why then. That's why. So that's easy enough. Let's go into Palossand real quick. There we go. Palossand comes in. There's no Toxic Spikes for it to worry about, because of Victory Bell's amazing poison typing. So in comes the Palossand. We can definitely take a Double Edge. They go for a Dragon Dance right in my Palossand's face. I'm telling you, that's not going to work out well for you. It's definitely not going to work out well. So what we can do here is we can go for an Earth Power straight up, or we can go for a Stealth Rocks. Looking at the team, they have no Hazard Clearer, so I'm going to get the Stealth Rocks up first. I know that we can take any hit this Shelgon wants to throw at us despite the Dragon Dance, because we are just that bulky. They go for another Dragon Dance. They are setting up to sweep right now. They are definitely setting up to sweep right now. Shelgon is very intimidating in the never used tier. So we go for a Stealth Rock. That's going to obviously be useful for the likes of the Rotom fan and breaking the sturdy of the Probopass if it has sturdy. Now we just go for whichever one's powerful. Earth Power. Let's go for the Earth Power. They go for another Dragon Dance to get on to +3. Now here's the thing. I'm confident that +3 Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, or Outrage ain't going to take out my Palossand, but I am pretty confident that this Earth Power is going to do a lot of damage. Enough to 2-hit KO. So now they have to attack us. We even got a special defense drop. That's amazing. Palossand is just going to wall this Shelgon to oblivion right now. Definitely. They go for a Dragon Claw +3. Not even half. And then the Rocky Helmet chip as well. Plus the Earth Power. This Shelgon's just gone. It's Shelgon. It's Shelgon. I hate myself. In comes the Rotom. So Rotom's a big threat. It can Air Slash us and all that stuff. It's not Heavy Duty Boots, which is good to note. So what do we do here? If we assume they're going to trick us or Air Slash us, we should probably go into our Electros of our own. I think Electros walls this thing to oblivion. Even if they Terra, I don't think there's anything they could do to us Terra-wise, because Electros has no weaknesses. There's nothing super effective against Electros other than Mold Breaker, Earthquake, or Earth Power. They go for a Shadow Ball. It's going to be neutral, and we're Assault Vest. We're going to eat that. Look at that damage. It's non-existent. We definitely go for a Volt Switch here, because they haven't got any Electric Absorbers. So we can definitely go for a free Volt Switch here, get some chip damage off on something. So they withdraw the Rotom. Fair enough. They don't want to get smacked in the face with a Thunderbolt or a Wild Charge. They're going to go into Pincurchin. Now, this is actually going to power up our Volt Switch, which is nice. So the pink urchin's going to come in, gets that electric surge up, which is fine. Electric current runs across the field. We go for a volt switch. Nice little bit of chip damage on the pink urchin. Let's get galvanized back out of there, the Electros. And we'll go into something that's more suited to taking on this pink urchin. Now I'm leaning towards a Palossand. I think Palossand is going to be the clutch Pokemon here. So, you've got an electric terrain team and you've got a big sandcastle in your way. Like, what are you meant to do here? So I'm going to go for a Shore Up because they're probably going to switch out into Rotom Fan again. They do withdraw. They could also go into Electros with the Levitate ability, which is fair enough if they do. They do go into the Rotom though, which is absolutely fine by me. They get some Stealth Rock Chip and we get some health back with Shore Up. So let's see how this works out for us. So if we assume they're going to go for a Shadow Ball again, we definitely go back into Electros. They probably go for a Volt Switch, to be fair. But Electros matches up really well against their entire team. So I'm not too worried about it, to be honest with you. Probopass is primarily special when it's on the offense. So is Alolan Raichu and Rotom. Electros can be both. And Pink Urchin, we've already seen the discharge. So I'm not bothered. I think Electros is actually winning this game for us, to be honest with you. So we get the Special Defense drop, which is unfortunate. I'm going to go straight for that Volt Switch once again. They go for a Hyper Voice. I didn't even know Rotom got Hyper Voice. Oh, they've got Froze Spray. Wait, when did Rotom get Hyper Voice? That's crazy. So Hyper Voice plus Froze Spray, but it's going to go down to a Volt Switch crit, which might have mattered. It's electric terrain boosted though, so it might not have mattered. We will have to see. So Electros claims the second KO of the game with Palossand taking out Shelgon. Pretty awesome stuff. So let's go into Volbeat and get the Sun Up. I think that's the best way to go about this. We go into Volbeat. We get the Sun Up. They probably go Probopass to get Stealth Rocks up. That's what I would do. Raichu comes in. So Raichu is a threat in the electric terrain. It has that Surge Surfer ability, which is like Swift Swim for electric terrain. We go for a Sunny Day here regardless, because the electric terrain is going to wear off any turn now. Which means this Raichu's not going to outspeed our Victreebel. So Raichu's actually a big threat to our team. Charizard goes down. Victreebel goes down to Psychic. That's Choice Specs damage as well. And they get the Paralysis. The Life Form, not Choice Spec. Where's Special Defensive Volbeat? I thought that would do a lot less. But again, it is boosted by electric terrain. So let's go for an Encore now. We'll let Volbeat go down. And then, because we've Encored them into Thunderbolt, we can bring Victreebel in and go for a Power Whip. So Thunderbolt comes through, takes out old Volbeat over here, which is absolutely fine by me. I'm not too fussed about that. We got to go into our Victreebel though. Victreebel can definitely take this thing out, no problem. So we'll go ahead and do that. There we go. Victreebel's going to come in. Scree's going to come in. Scree. And then we just go straight for a Power Whip because Poison Jab won't KO from here. They go for a Thunderbolt. It's definitely not going to KO us, surely. Yep, no Paralysis. No Paralysis. Can we hit the Power Whip? That's what we really want. Are you kidding me right now? We actually missed the Power Whip. We missed the Power Whip. So, we can still use Victreebel for later in the sun. We haven't actually got the sun anymore. But it outspeeds the Probopass, it outspeeds the Pink Urchin, it outspeeds the Electro. So, it can still be useful. So, I'm actually leaning towards Palossand right now. I'm leaning towards the Palossand. They do withdraw the Raichu. They don't want to get hit by a potential Sucker Punch, which makes sense. And they're going to go into the Electros. Or they predicted the Palossand switch. One of the two. Definitely one of the two. So they are going to pop a... Is that the Electric Seed? Boosting its defense. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then to bring that in against the Victreebel. But Palossand's going to come in right now and ruin your day. So we'll bring in Skeggy, the Palossand. I should have made this thing shiny because Skeggy beaches are probably pretty black sometimes. Dirty. Dirty. So we know we're going to get hit by a Giga Drain right now. 100%. So what I'm leaning towards is, if we can get the Probopass out of the way, Tidy Up Fur actually goes hard against the rest of the team. So I'm leaning towards Electros, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we'll withdraw Palossand real quick, and we will go into Electros. There we go. Galvanize comes in. We can take any special hit from this thing. They go for a Coil, though, which is going to boost their attack, defense, and accuracy. Interesting. So how's this going to work out for us? They've got a boosted defense already. I say we go for a Giga Drain just to see how much damage it does. They go for a Drain Punch, which definitely takes us down to 1 HP, which is fine. We can handle that. They are physical, though. It's good to note that. They are physical. So we go for a Giga Drain. We're going to recover some HP back, doing more damage to them as well in retaliation. But we're not going to be able to take one more of the Drain Punches. So I'm going to go for a Volt Switch. They go for a Liquidation just in case we switch in something like Charizard, I'm guessing. That's fair enough. So Galvanize goes down. Does the Sun wear off this turn? Doesn't. So I think our best bet is Charizard. Terra Dragon. Yeah. I think Charizard's our best bet. So we'll go Charizard. Charizard comes in looking absolutely fantastic. And I'm leaning towards Terra Dragon so we don't get hit by a pesky, electric type move. So we'll go for a Flamethrower. I'm Terra Dragoning and then Flamethrowering. Terra Dragon's for the resistance to the electricity. Flamethrower is because it's obviously stab still and it's also boosted by the sun. So it makes for a better move, I think. So we'll go for the Flamethrower with the Terra Charizard. There we go, looking great. I love Charizard when it's Terras. I love shiny Charizard. It's so cool. So cool. That thumbnail with the Volbeat, I really enjoyed making that. It was so exciting to see. So we go for a Flamethrower. Boosted by the sun. It takes out the Electros, no problem. And there we go. So Electros threat averted. So the harsh sunlight does fade, which is just in time because it means we don't take any damage, which is good. And they're going to bring in Pink Urchin. So Pink Urchin's a threat. Pink Urchin is a threat. So Flamethrower is still our best option because it is stab, but it's also a bit more powerful than Dragon Pulse because Dragon Pulse is base 85, whereas Flamethrower is 90, I believe. Yes, that was correct. So let's go for a Flamethrower real quick. They do withdraw the Pink Urchin, probably going into the Probo Pass if it's specially defensive. There it is. The Probo Pass comes through. Nice and shiny. Gotta love it. I haven't seen Probo Pass yet. That looks really cool. They've done a really good job of his model, that texture and everything. That's really cool. Anyway, Flamethrower comes through. It does nothing. For a neutral attack, that does nothing. And most rock types are normally... I think I'm going to go Palisand here. They might Terra this thing. I mean, they haven't Terra'd yet, so they might Terra this thing. I bet it's Terra Flying. We'll find out in a second. We'll go for the Earth Power just to find out, because we know this Probo Pass can't touch Palossand. Yeah, see, Body Press. There we go. Can't do anything to Palossand. They're actually going to struggle against my Palossand big time. Palosand's actually going hard right now. Let's go for an Earth Power. If they do Terra, they Terra. They do Terra. Probably Terra Flying. And that's fine because, like I said, they can't touch us, really. They can't touch us. They are Terra Fighting. Ooh, interesting. Are they going to go for a Magnet Rise right now? What's this going to help with? Iron Defense. Fair enough. It means they're going to take that Earth Power a bit better, though. So we go for the Earth Power. It's going to do minimal damage. Could get a Special Defense drop, which we don't. I still go for the Earth Power because at the end of the day, the Probo Pass can't do anything. So they go for a Rock Blast. Palossand is actually just wall in this team. Palossand is a big wall. Like, Palossand eats hits for days. And granted, this Palossand's not doing much damage with the Earth Power, but the Probo Pass can't touch us. They go for a Rest. They have Rest. But they're protected by electric terrain. They tried to rest in electric terrain. No way. That's like me prankstering dark types. They tried the rest again, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Earth Power comes through. Down goes the Probo Pass. So Palossand is just... he did it twice in a row as well. Like, I did that as well. In yesterday's battle, I tried to prankster Thunder Wave and Encore a Sableye. You can't prank the dark types. I did it twice in a row. I bet he's done the same thing as me. I bet he didn't realize it didn't work the first time. That's hilarious. So let's go for an Earth Power on this Alolan Raichu. Contrary to what you might think by its design, they have water, they have Surf. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. But boosts up defense, which is nice. So Palossand is still looking good right now. We go for an Earth Power. That's going to definitely take out that Raichu. There we go. Palossand's just too strong. Too strong. And they couldn't switch the Probo Pass out into Raichu to go for the Surf because obviously it'd take it out in one shot. Same with the Pink Urchin. Pink Urchin's going to go down right now. Unless it has something to hit me, which I don't think it does. And I'm pretty sure we're faster. We go for an Earth Power right now and take out this Pink Urchin. And that's going to be the game. There we go. So GG. Lionel was a fun one. Pretty fun one. It was an interesting team that you brought. The electric terrain team is really cool. I really like that concept. I'm definitely going to make one, not next, but after the next one, I'm going to make an electric terrain team. Definitely, because that's awesome. Anyway, GG Lionel. Thank you for the battle. But anyway, here's the team. If you want to try it out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.